Good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day here in Sacramento, California. The sun is out, it's shining, cool air, early in the morning, doing my walk thing. And so I'm going to pause to take a moment to share some seed of thoughts. And Mocha wants to say hi, everyone. So let's say hi, Mocha. Say hi, Mocha. She wants to hang out and say something, but she's not gonna say anything. But anyway, today what I wanted to talk to you about was is um, level one energy and what that looks like. So up to this point, we talked about anabolic energy and we talked about catabolic energy. We talked about um, we talked about limiting beliefs. We talked about interpretations, gremlins, assumptions. So let's all of that starts to tie to our energy and how we show up. And that first level of energy, there's seven levels of energy. But that first level that we're going to talk about is level one energy. Level one energy is associated with powerlessness, right? So it's not to say that a person is powerless, but it's the feeling of powerlessness, right? And it's associated with a core thought, right? That core thought is while you're maybe feeling powerlessness, is the victim. That's the core thought. The feeling, it could be apathy, right? That could be the feeling, apathy. And the action is lethargy, right? So let me put this more in a context for you. When you're feeling this powerlessness, like I described, right? And then it's associated with being a victim. Powerlessness could be associated and tied to stress, um, frustration, anxiety, low self-esteem, fear. All the list just goes on. That negative type feeling where you just feeling that you have no power in that situation. So let me break it down to you. So let's just take a simple example like public speaking. I like that because public speaking is one of the largest fears that people have. In that moment, right, you have a presentation coming up. In that moment, you feeling nervous and worried about it showing up, right? And so it's not that you are a victim in that situation, right? But you have thoughts around and feelings around being worried. And the victim aspect of it could be, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I always have to be the one to lead the presentations? Or why do I keep getting so nervous when I have this presentation that's due and I have to speak in front of people and I know this stuff, but yet I still feel so worried, right? In that moment, that's level one energy, right? It's not that you are this uh, this this bad person, but we all experience in certain moments throughout the day, throughout our lives, however you want to break it down, you experience level one energy. Level one energy. And level one energy is associated with catabolic energy. Level one energy is the lowest level of catabolic energy, right? And as I mentioned before, it's associated with powerlessness. And that powerlessness starts to show up in feelings of doubt, in feelings of fear, in feelings of worry, in feelings of discouragement, maybe all of that. And so, in that moment while you're discouraged, you can be feeling as though you're the victim, right? That could be that core thought that this here it is, it's happening again. Dang, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and that level of worry starts to come up, right? And you're trying to figure out, how are you gonna deal with this? But it's constantly on your mind, or it may feel like the doors or the walls are closing in on you. And that's level one energy, right? And now the question becomes, if you're experiencing that level one energy, that's catabolic energy. Now, how do you move from that, right? How long are you there, right? Because when you're in that state, think about it. Discouragement, anxiety, stress, and the list goes on in that realm. You're not as productive as you can be. Your potential is limited in that moment. And so when we talk about level one energy, I'm not saying you're a level one person, but we experience that level one energy throughout the day, throughout moments of the day. And that's how level one can show up. And if you start to look at it from that standpoint, right, now there's more opportunity to move from that to be in a more productive state, in a more antibiotic state. So that's my talk for today on level one energy. I'm not gonna give you tips today on how to move from that, but I'm just introducing the concept, so that you have better awareness around what level one energy is. So think about this throughout your day. How does level one energy show up for you, right? And just look at situations where you're maybe feeling a little bit of worry, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of stress, a little bit of fear. Take a moment to think in those situations, just in your thought process. How does that come up for you throughout the day, or does it? And some of us experience it, some of us don't. We all experience it, but when you're thinking about it throughout the day, you might go a day where you don't experience that feeling, but we do experience it in one way or another. That's my message for today. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you next time around.